week.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
The numbers for Moore last week.
4 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, all right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for and also gives you respect around the league.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
Now the numbers for Gibbs from last week.
20 carries, 66 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Anderson. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Anderson. That's Samuel, caught left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The Colts at 8-4 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
They juked him.
You look at this Colt defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Anderson. Thomas brings it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Gibbs is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Colt defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. As they've got it as we resume action. Working from the gun, Mahomes. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Anderson. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Anderson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 37.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And now out come the Jets. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Running left is Walker.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Quick slant caught by Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. And he completes it to Wilson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught.
And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Again, Walker.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 13-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Anderson looking to throw on second down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He completes this to Walker. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 8. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw is Anderson. To throw on second down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Anderson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. He gets away from 1.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
On the counter, it's Walker. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
To throw on 2nd down, Anderson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now Anderson to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Mahomes to throw once more. And Walker has it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Mahomes.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Now 2nd and 5.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Anderson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Finds Johnston.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Anderson.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Mahomes now on first down. And Walker with it over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is hauled in by Driver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Off play action. Anderson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now here's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker.
2nd and 6 coming up. Mahomes. That's pulled in by Wilson.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18.
Mahomes to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, I think we're both wondering.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Anderson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Another run for Gibbs here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down 31-28, 25 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation, because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that